Greetings and salutations, Ben here. Welcome to Canucks with Guitars, presented by LPD Pedals, Reno Fin Custom Guitars, Tesi Switch, FU Tone, PTM Guitars, Flipside Music, and of course, Ardens Music. I'm Ben. That's Terry's chair. That's Terry. That's how it works. He's like, I thought you were playing the long intro. I did. I didn't play the longest intro. I played the long intro, not the longest. We've already got 22 people in here thus far. Thus far. We've got Johnny Love tuning in 1 a.m. in the UK. Awesome. LRM Guitars. Ferd Murphle. Hip Metalworks, who was hanging out with us last night on here. BC Rich 581 says, glad that Terry's chair could make it. Yep. Scott Brockway. Ryan Hall. Randy Upchurch. Martin Lemaire. Charles 75N. JP Page 2. Paul McNary, always early. Billy Baloney in first tonight, and he and Paul were talking for like an hour and a half. Yep, that's perfect. Terry's drinking coffee, and I'm drinking Grape Crush because I can. Because it was in a can, put there by a man, in a factory, likely downtown. What's up, Kurt? 5150?
I figured I'd change up the cup. Plus, with the words were a malfunction when we were in the pre-game, I was like, okay, well, so I grabbed a shirt, and all this happened to be the shirt.
Perfect. Other all that, I'm repping LPD tonight. There we are. Oh, no, let's turn the right way, Ben, and get the hair out of the way. There we go. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Charles 75 man picked up 6-pack of Labatt's Blue tonight for tonight's show. So,
wow,
he's getting it. Hey, my knees hurt. A rare Monday occasion. Awesome. Yeah. Dan, New Jersey's here. Awesome. We got a good crowd. Well, the numbers are going down, yet I'm seeing more people saying hi. I don't understand that. I think it's people logging in under multiple accounts. We actually only have 3 people watching. Just a lot of accounts on different screens, and sure.
Hope everyone's had a good holiday day today.
Yeah, happy Labor Day to those who celebrate it.
Yeah, I was kind of confused about that. If it's both Canada and the U.S. that celebrate Labor Day, or if it's only us in Canada.
No, both U.S. and Canada.
Okay.
I saw a lot of people wishing Labor Day without the U, so, Americans. So they
Labor Day.
Labor.
Hey, hope you have a good Labor Day. Eh?
Labor as opposed to Labor. Happy Labor Day. Guitar Man 45. He labored today. LRM says weather sucks. Yeah, it was overcast here. Kind of cool. Warmer than yesterday, but I barely went outside today. I was watching racing all day. Oh, that reminds me. I got to watch the end of the Xfinity race. That's right, because of the rain delay. I missed the end of that. I got to go watch the last stage of that. Mental note. Probably a good idea. I got to watch that before this time tomorrow. Basically, I got 24 and a half hours. No, I got 24 hours and 26 minutes. Well, let's say 25. Give myself a minute to, sit down in front of it. Go live. So, yeah. Hello, who's texting me? Oh, that's Terry. Oh, that's nice of you. Okay, thank you. Yes, watch the IndyCar race from Portland. Watch the Cup race. They had a bit of rain, but not a lot. Just a few drops. Christopher Livesour. So, Fast Eddie VH. Nice.
Yeah, I haven't seen that name.
Fast Eddie? Oh, yeah. He's been around for years. He's fast, though. If you blink, you'll miss him, Terry. He's fast.
That's probably why.
That's why.
He's fast.
Yeah. That'll do it. So, new guitar day for me. When was that on? Thursday. The day of Thurs. How was the Portland race? Interesting. Yep. Interesting. Brother Aaron.
Welcome, Aaron.
So, the Portland race, that was weird because they went almost the whole race caution-free, which is rare when you have a chicane at the end of the front stretch. Yeah. Race fans know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I'll grab the guitar as a prop, Got her off camera, because... Oh, what? I'm tripping over cables. Yeah, I bought the Dumble. That's what I bought. I bought a Dumble. No, I didn't. Oh. So we picked up, I've been wanting for a while, the old, nylon. Oop. No, anyways. So I got this, Kenora. Did some research on it, even, Terry. Prep for the show. Whew. I know. Thomas Santiago knows what I'm talking about. So, yeah, it's got a crack. I was talking about it last night. Let's see if I can find the crack. Turn it around, try not to bash it. All right, one of these. Is it there? Yeah, it's there. Right in here. It cracked right across in here. So,
okay.
No biggie. We'll throw a little glue boost in there and just on down on it. Whatever. It's working.
I mean, that's what they say with that type of tuning style and
tuners. I'm gonna take them off, throw them in my ultrasonic cleaner, Terry, and lube them up because she's a workout to get her up to pitch. D standard, no problem. Tuners feel great. E flat, starting to get a little stiff. Getting her up to E, oh yeah, like. It's they're stiff is what I'm saying. They're stiffer than me on a damp morning is what I'm saying. Okay, so they may have to get replaced, but the story on Kenora, Jesus, Kenora, spelled different. There is named after the town of Kenora, Saskatchewan, if you will.
Wow.
You're like, why? Well, because this was a cheap Canadian import in the mid-60s through the 70s. And the importer of, I think he called it like West Coast Instrumentation or something. What was it called? Hang on. I have notes. Where is it here? Great West Imports in Vancouver. Okay. Well, the dude who ran Great West Imports in Vancouver grew up in Kenora, Saskatchewan. Because the first year they were sold, they were unbranded. So there's that. And so, they were made by what factory? Hang on. The Fujijin Gaki factory.
Oh, wow.
They started out there. And, they were made on the affordable line. And I can't remember what model this one is. The A460. So I put an Kenora A460. See what we got.
Either way, cheap or expensive, even out of that factory, it's still.
One in good condition runs upwards of $100 plus 40 shipping, apparently, according to the Reverb. So I paid the shipping and got it for free, but mine's not in good condition. It's in okay condition.
Yeah, I mean, to look at it from like the photos that you have posted of it, it looks like it's, still relatively good other than the crack.
Yeah, like there doesn't seem to be any loose bracing. Bridge isn't lifting. There's a little belly rise, a little bit, very subtle, but it's not like there's a huge dip in front. It's very little. There's no truss rod in it. There's no strap buttons. She's a basic model. That's what I'm saying. She's only got 4 side dot inlays, if you will, Terry. I'm just saying they don't even start till the 5th fret. We'll give you the 5th through the 12th, and then the rest you're on your own. So, yeah. Some blackjack guitar.
Assuming Canadians must automatically know the first 4 frets of the guitar.
You won't need any intensive time spent on it, and after the pickup situation on the Kramer, that's better for your head. Yeah, well, I've already done one video on it. That'll be out this Friday. Because she had some, well, you can still kind of, still a little proud. I don't know if you can hear that.
The fret sprout. Yeah, I can hear it.
But before it was, whoa, yeah, like. Well, and the weird thing is the frets. Well, these frets from here forward, these don't even make it to the edge. Like they're offset. They cut the frets too short for the fretboard, or they used the wrong frets. They were meant to be down here, and they put them up here.
Yeah, that's possible.
And but yeah, I finally got another gut string. Cost me almost as much as the guitar to get strings. Strings cost me almost $20 with tax.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ooh. So yeah, got another gut string. It's got a few little dings and stuff, but it's actually in pretty darn good shape considering. Fretboard is disgusting. So I've been playing it. Yeah. So we got that. And then Michael B showed up. Holy crap. Hey, Michael B.
Hey, Michael B.
Michael B. Brother B.
Thanks for the super chat.
Appreciate it. Symmetry isn't in here because he's busy, but a few of you had commented, hey, does a fella need another Dremel after seeing the quality of my Dremel a couple weeks ago? And, I was thinking, well, Terry, I'll just order one off the Jungle website at some point when I need one. Then I got to wait. And what's up, Keith H? Well, I'm cleaning up in here. And I'm like, well, let's grab all this pile of cables. So I'm like, well, what's under this pile of cables? Well, wouldn't you know it? I found my newer Dremel. So
it's actual Dremel.
It's a Dremel. What's up, Doug Strong? So I got a Dremel again, or still. So yeah, that helps. Where's the on-off button on that thing? Is that the on? No, that's not. That must be that. No, it could be. I don't know. Haven't used it never in a day. I'll figure it out as it goes. What's that? No, that's the speed. That's like the transmission or something. I don't know. Maybe as soon as you plug it in, she's on. I don't know. Cool Tunes Made Easy.
Yeah, there is a model that actually has a inline pedal to actually turn it on and control the speed. But I don't think
have a thing on. What's this? Is this infrastructure? What's this? Nope, that's just a thing. Ground thing? What's that thing? Ow! Get my hair caught in it. That's always nice. What's that say? M tag. Do not remove. All right, I won't remove it then. Says on the back, don't remove it either. I don't know what that is. I did a fret polishing with my Dremel for the first time. Worked great, Floop-de-doo says. Awesome. And please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. Helps a fella out. Algorithms. So in the process, yeah, I got a meeting here tomorrow. So figure clean up studio, try to make it look somewhat professional. Or not. Oh, I got to clean up all back here. Yeah. Or not. You know what? We'll just pretend we didn't see that area. We'll just put a chair like this and talk to him this way. Block it. That'll work. That's true, Ryan. You never know what you find. You never.
Well, remember, like, when you were saying, oh, I got to put the pedal board together, and you're, like, saying before, whatever did happen to that power pedal that you had sent me? And it was like, then you're, like, going through stuff, and you're like, hey, I wondered where this was.
Yeah. Then, yeah, it was weird because I found it and I found the power supply independently in different rooms, and I never got them to go to each other, and it took like 2 years to finally, boom. Cool Tunes Made Easy says, Ben, thoughts on P90s? I don't have or ever tried and want to grab something with P90s. Well, yeah, of course. Well, first thing I'm going to do is remove the gut string off the floor for Unbelievable. So we don't want to step on it and it becomes a snowshoe. Real quick.
No,
don't want to do that. So, P90 guitars. I got one. I'm sitting right here. Apparently it was used as a mic stand recently. Well, how? Oh, man. YouTuber problems. There we go. Let's just drop that back there. Pretend we didn't see that. And we can grab this for an example.
P90.
Oh, P90 guitars. We like them. I'm always looking. I am lost. What's up, Gear Junkie 35? So P90s, love them. They got a different snarl than your standard single coil pickup.
Yep.
It's like a single coil, but bigger. Physically, emotionally. Michael Kraus, how you doing? Yep. Reminds me, I got contact for that. Every time I look at this. Right. So, yeah, we like P90s. Everyone should have one P90 guitar.
Yeah, whether it's a one pickup or two pickup model.
Yeah. That isn't, excuse me, currently in working order there, I Rock Zed Blues. And Brad Guitar Miller in the house.
Rock.
Excuse me. What?
Yeah,
Oh.
Aaron's a big proponent of P90s.
Aaron loves P90s, and I understand why, having heard him play. Let's see. Oh, apparently Guitar Man 45, as well as the various amps, he got a few pedals in the past week. Oh, EVH 5150 Chorus, jealous. EVH Flanger, jealous. Keeley Halo, jealous. And McSarr Freddy's 90, not jealous only because I already own one. But if I didn't own one, jealous.
I was just gonna say, sure you weren't like digging through your stuff and actually found them, like
Yeah. Were these all
like
already in
guitar bodies and
boxes?
that?
Well, maybe not the Keeley Halo, because that's new on the market.
Flop-de-doo asked, nice, I have a gold top Harley Benton with P90s on the way. Awesome. That's basically what that was the gold top with P90s, the GT450, I think they call it. Except I actually
Then he de-goldified it.
Yep, made it a black top. And it looks way better as a black top. I don't know why they didn't offer, two color solutions like that, an all black and a gold.
Because they're obviously ripping off a mid 50s Lester Pulfus. That's why it was only a gold top with P90s. That's my guess. Got stuff for the stickers. Decals?
As for the pickups, they're ceramic, so I find them like a really, really kind of bright and trebly, even though I did do a wiring kit on it. I might
you can't wire out ceramic sound, though.
Yeah, so I might actually look at getting replacement magnets, which apparently are about...
Well, you just get all new pickups. You're not going to rewind them.
Yeah, I mean, that's another possibility, too, but I've seen it online where somebody said, like, can actually changing out the magnet in the PI actually make
You do not want to get into that ball of wax.
Yeah.
Because if anything goes wrong and you drop it or something, fucking wire everywhere. Then you're rewinding a pickup.
But yeah.
Who did I see in here? Hang on. We mentioned Floop-de-doo there. Gear Junkie 35. If anybody saw the 10-pack of Line 6 Tone Core pedals for $500 on a huge price drop, sorry, that was me. You can have all the Line 6 pedals. Philly G Guitar Man's here, which is awesome. iRockZ Blue says, I don't have a guitar with P90s. How about mini humbuckers? Same size, different sound. I don't like mini humbuckers myself. They're a little too... Although I'd like to revisit them because they're quite low output. They're a little anemic compared to a full-size humbucker. Ryan Hall says, don't have any P90 guitars. Is there a great brand or most P90s? There's several good makers that make them, but the main thing I would say, Terry, that the number one guitar you would still see P90s in is like Les Paul Juniors or Les Pauls with P90s, whatever, like a 50s
the ones that are the 50s.
Yeah. What's up, Stephen Douglas?
As for most popular brands for good ones, Seymour Duncan's. They have an antiquity, I believe, that's really nice.
Yeah. Lawler
would
be me. Charlie S. What's going on, my friend?
The reality is pretty much there's not too many out there that don't make a bad one, unless it's, the El Cheapo market. Then you might run into one that's kind of suspect.
It's my custom P90 set. I'm just going to say, they're nice.
I was waiting for you to promote that.
I'm kind of partial to them. I have a variety of pickups available.
Which is true, actually. And your P90 guitar is your P90 pickups.
They're my P90, same as my signature Telly set is in my 71 Telly. I like them. What are they called again? Workhorse? Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he called them Workhorse.
I didn't call them that. He called them that. He renamed them all. Whatever.
Yeah.
I just give him an idea and design them and stuff. Just a surprise random comment. Good. We like lots of random comments. Let's get the chat just a flying. Just a simple yes or no in the chat if you own a P90 guitar. Algorithms, Terry. More comments. Better algorithms.
Correct, actually. You got it correct. Vintage Workhorse.
Vintage Workhorse, right. What's up, T. Ricky? Hey! Speaking of which, how about I read off the patrons? Yes.
Vintage Workhorse, and there's a Glory Days.
All right, I did. Yup. Random. No. 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 Yes. No, but I'd like one, though. That's awesome. Nope, but I need one. Yep, that's the right answer, Billy.
LRM guitars. Well, if you're drinking too much coffee, too, that'll make you feel like...
Floopy-doo, yes. Yamaha RevStar P90s. Mesa guitar guy, as opposed to Mesa, but Mesa. What's up, Grasshopper? Do you use humidity packs in your acoustic guitar cases? I do not. I probably should, but really I only keep one guitar in a case, or one. I only have. Well, now I got that one, and it doesn't have a case, but I should, but I don't. Although I keep the humidity pretty consistent in here, so it's not bad. It varies between 40 and 60 in here. It doesn't get much. I try to keep as close to 50 as possible. I got a humidifier for part of the year, Terry, and a dehumidifier for the other part of the year.
Yeah,
and then there's about a week in the spring and a week in the fall where you don't have to have either one on.
Clickety click here for a
Gold
second.
Tunes Made Easy uses used to sponge and a Ziploc.
Okay.
Charles loves the sound of a P90 mixed with a Fender single coil. You would. Stephen Douglas says P90s are overrated like redheads. I disagree on both fronts. I quite enjoy both. Terry put a link to something in the chat. Oh, that'd be my stuff. Yep, that's it. Maybe.
I still can't get over the purple version of your guitar.
The Purple Rain edition?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Grasshopper runs a humidifier and the dehumidifier at the same time. Let them fight it out. I like it.
I just noticed his new redo on his headstock. I kind of dig it.
Yeah, he changed the headstock a couple of years ago, I think.
Yeah, I thought he had changed it before, but
no,
apparently
I think mine is one of
purple.
Mine might be the only one with that headstock.
Yeah, that could be it too, since it was kind of like the prototype.
Yoli says, I've had my eye on a Revolta that has two P90s and a Firebird pickup in the bridge. Nice.
Ooh.
Revoltas are nice. What's up, Scott?
If you could get rid of the middle pickup, you definitely could nail some Neil Young type tones with that setup.
Still do it anyways.
Well, I shouldn't say Neil Young. Neil Young and Robbie Krieger both did P90 in the neck and Mini in the bridge. Cool Tunes Made Easy. Yes, that is actually originally the Harley Benton gold top that I refinished to a black top.
He darkified it. He darkened it today considerably. What? How do I have all the tangles in my hair back there? I don't understand. It's like I had a
Especially since
ponytail.
you chopped a whole bunch off.
Jesus. Yeah, I know. Well, it's growing back, though. Yeah, good to see Scott Brockaway. So, yes, if you have... Oh, I was going to read off the patrons. That's right.
Yes.
Want to give a shout-out to all the patrons on Patreon. If you'd like to join, you can click the link down below in the video description or do a search for my name or just type that. I want to thank LRM Guitars, T. Ricky, Guitar Man 45, Cousin Todd Flowers, Doug Strong, Randy Crooks, Mohogany, Fruitcake Tony, Blackjack Guitar, Keith H., Paul McNary, Other Left, Ferd Buffalo, JP Page 2, John ZD351, Brother Bent Tom, Jeff K., Grumpy Mike Guitar, Symmetry, Gear Junkie 35, Charles Green, Joe C., Unfucking Believable, and Charles 75N. Thank you one, thank you all. Speaking of patrons and channel members, which you can become a channel member by clicking the join button down below, right next to the subscribe button, which you should click on if you haven't already. We're doing a Zoom call this Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern, which will probably run a couple hours, as they usually do. That's pretty merry. How high did you go up on the polish on that?
Hardly any.
Huh?
It was clear gloss, and I just went with the Maguire's.
Nice.
Yeah. And by hand. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I know when David was seeing it there, he actually was impressed with what I was able to do.
Sure. Terry painted himself, iRock.
Yep. Cool Tunes, they are still the default Harley Benton.
For now.
For now, yeah.
What's up, Bumblebass? I think I said hi, Bumblebass.
Thanks, Joy.
Terry likes Banksy. Of course. Ooh. It's the popping again. Heard that last night. I don't know, someone put debris out on the speedway? People keep blowing tires?
Well, this is not the Jake break like in some of those videos there. Oh my god.
Like, jeez. Harley Benton, Grasshopper, not a kit.
Yeah, no, it was an actual Harley Benton.
It was a guitar, then it wasn't a guitar for a while, and now it's a guitar again.
Did I strip off the gold finish? Not really, actually. I used the simple principle of simply scuffing back. I took it back a little bit because I think I tried to smooth out the curves a bit better than what it was to begin with from Harley Benton. And then once I got it all smoothed out enough, wiped it down with isopropylene, and then I bought, I think it was Rust-Oleum, or no.
What's up, Eddie?
Yeah, Rust-Oleum 2 times. Spray can black, and just went over it after I took all the hardware off and the pickups out. Then gave it a little bit of the 2-time clear.
What's up, Eric?
And that's it.
La 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 da 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 da. I would be curious to take a gold top, Terry, and it'd be probably the only time I would use a trans black paint to see if you could still get some of the sparkle to come through. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like some of the Gretches do, but it would be way more subtle. But you'd have to be like super thin, and you might. Oh no, those are fireworks. Okay, I heard the boom, and then the. And it was like right. It sounds like it's right out there, but that's because the window's right there. So, anywho's, you guys hear of Edwards by ESP?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Apparently, it must be dark enough now to set off fireworks. Well, they got youngins, that's why. It's probably the neighbors 2 doors over.
Yeah.
Because there are seniors over there. She's a senior right next door, so I don't think it's them setting off the fireworks. But they got the youngins, including new additions. Like they got twins a week ago, so they're getting none of the sleep.
as for what you were thinking about doing, Ben, yeah, it would kind of almost give it like a Coca-Cola kind of.
Yeah, like so those like the root beer bursty type stuff. Especially if you went a little more trans on the outside. And,
yeah.
Floop-de-doo was thinking the same thing. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Billy says, I have a Strat body that needs finished. I suck at painting, so I think I'm going to do a Jackson Pollock finish. Well, you could do that, or you pick out your favorite fabric and you ship it all off to Charles. And he's like, shut up, that's more wet sanding. How was shipping as a Harley Benton to Ontario?
Actually, depending on when you order it, it can be anywhere between 2 days to 4 days. Since they're sending almost everything pretty much like UPS first class overnight.
Yuck.
Yeah, as much as it's yuck, they actually do have moments where it's actually...
So it would not arrive for me.
No, yeah, there's another reason why Ben won't do a Harley Benton. Because they use UPS.
Yet another reason. I play them. They're all right, for the money. I have, better guitars. What's up, D-Mac? He says, I'm looking for a clean boost. Any opinions on the EP boost? Yep. MXR microamp? Yep. Or the Keeley Mini Katana? Looking for simple one-controller boost. Well, our good friend Lawrence used to make a bunch of those. And now he doesn't. I don't know why. He's moved on. Bigger, more complex.
Otherwise,
pedal.
Exotic Effects boost is pretty solid.
I would go with Exotic Effects EP booster. You know why, Terry? Because you see them on thousands of boards, and you never see them for sale. And if you see them for sale, they're basically new price.
Yeah.
Can parts good at shipping footballs? Good to know. Billy says EP boost.
Yeah, I was going to say even that one pedal I had, the Love pedal or whatever it was, the mini one, that was the Marshall emulator. It didn't even stay long on.
I still have Unbelievable's clean boost right here. Because, if you need 28 decibels of clean boost, that's what it is.
Jeez.
Nobody needs that, Terry. I think I put it up to about there once.
Yeah.
Like, you do not want to plug this directly into an amp with lots of headroom. It's going to get real loud real fast. Let's see here. JHS just released a one-knob boost. Eric mentions. Good to know. Scott also concurs on the EP boost. So we have at least 3, if not 4, votes for that. Spark Boost Mini, Eric mentions. Eddie says can't go wrong with Boss 7-band EQ. Great signal booster. Yep.
Scott, like you need 28 dB of boost when you got a 1 meg pot.
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of break.
Eddie Van Hastell's right though. You could use.
Are you teasing me, Brad?
EQ.
Is that what you're doing? You're teasing me, Brad. Martin says MXR microamp just to be different. He's like, I'll wave that flag. Oh, now we got the photo. See, that's what I don't like, because when people send you a message, they're like, hey, Terry, I got something cool. And you're like, why do you do this to me? And then the photo comes through like a minute later. And then you're like, oh, okay.
Then you're cursing, damn dial up.
What the hell is that? New pedal. So a new phaser. Let's see. Oh, it's got a UFO on it. I like that. Oh, yeah. What do we got here? 2 knobs. I'm guessing a rate and a depth, regardless what. Was it all labeled like in another language or something? What the oh, no, it does. Oh, it's bilingual. What the hell that is? Matero. Who's Matero? I don't know Matero. Do we? But it looks cool.
Yeah. Kind of looks familiar.
D-Max says, cool, thanks, guys. But you know what, Terry? Based off lifestyle choices, I'm like, thanks for what? What do we help with? And I went, oh, right, the boost pedals! lifestyle choices. So
Martin Lemaire brings up a great point too. If you have no problem with
so modern
sovereigns.
vintage. Yeah, so I don't know what that is. So I don't know. So Eddie says the Boss EQ can help keep control over feedback too. Nothing worse than feedback. Bite your tongue. Oh, well that thanks, because that really makes me look smart, Brad, when you mention that Tesi sells the pedal. Right, that's where I know the name. Available, and you can save 15% off when you want to buy that pedal, Terry, by using coupon code Canucks at tesiswitch.com, apparently. Yeah. Thanks, Brad.
Billy Baloney.
A Ross phaser. Billy,
Yeah.
I think you're dating yourself by mentioning that, but well, you bought it used and it was vintage when you bought it, right? Right. Have I tried the Farm Pedals phaser? I am not familiar with Farm Pedals.
Something fly. Yeah, I can't say I've heard of Farm Pedals either.
I'm curious now. Farm Pedals. What do they look like? Farm Pedals. I have no idea what's going to come up when you Google Farm Pedals.
The cow dung fuzz.
Ironically enough, Fly Gear Smooth and Trippy double LFO phaser. Really? Ryan from 60 Cycle. Happy birthday, belated birthday to Ryan, who just had a birthday. There's one called the Screams that has a skull on it. Oh, there's more fireworks. They got one called Sweet. What the hell is that? All right, so here I gotta how
Madness of cats.
No, wait. Which one was I looking at? Here. No, the Sweet Leaf. I don't know. It just has a light and a button, Terry. I don't know.
Oh, okay. They got a deluxe version of that too.
And then I'm noticing a lot of these, they don't even have this thing. It's got 6 knobs. No, nothing's labeled. Okay, that's fine. These all have one letters. They're not big on graphics, is what they're saying.
Apparently, it's an asymmetrical silicone germanium fuzz.
What is the Sweet Leaf?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck that. That's me. Oh, I gotta play with my fucking volume control just to get a tone. No. So we're probably looking at the Fly Agaric. Did that open?
Also runs, according to Reverb, or on the Reverb, it is $135.82 plus $35.
Hold phone though. We want this. Yeah, that's what we want right there. Oh, it's $400 only, eh? Oh. Oh, I'm not even showing the tab. Dang it! I'm not even showing you guys what I'm looking at. Hang on. And then we'll share. Because, see, I clicked and it took me to Reverb, Terry. Yeah, big mistake, right? And then it's like, oh, you're looking at that? You might like this.
Ibanez Flying Pan Reissue. Oh, God.
These things are awesome. Scott Brockway, you'll agree with me, right? Awesome or not awesome? Yeah, you did, Michael Krause. They're actually farmers and they build pedals during the winter. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's very
Robert
cool.
Ramford. What's up, buddy?
The deluxe version of that Sweet Leaf pedal is $204 for adding a volume, F, and B button.
Billy Baloney's pre-CBS. Good to know. So yeah, I'm waiting for Scott's okay, he says it's unique. Well, that's being polite, Scott. He's like, well, it's unique.
Oh, there you go. They actually have a boost.
Oh, if they all have boosts, everybody does a boost. So this has got phase speed, feedback depth, phase select, and then a pan speed. So it's probably stereo. Maybe. I don't know. There's a phase on and off and a pan on and off. Oh, man, I need that in my life. Oh, it's in Canada too. At Le Fleur Musique.
Ah, Quebec.
Want to guess which province they're in, Terry?
Definitely not Saskatchewan.
I'm thinking the Poutine province. It was made in the 2010, so it must be a reissue. Oh, it is. They said reissue, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Oh. I'm not paying OG prices for a reissue, buddy. What the deuces? Holy crap! Maybe you will. Well, the reissue. Know what one of those is new, Terry? $822.99 Canadian plus 100 shipping from Ginger Music in Hong Kong. Fuck that.
Wow.
There's a used one for $582. Wow, they're not cheap. They are not cheap. Oh man, I'll have to save up all the shekels for one of them.
Scott Brockway says apparently there's a popular blues guy named Dave Thomas. I totally laughed. Oh god.
I saw that when RJ was doing his thing on the blues the other day. I'm like, Dave Thomas. I'm like, not that Dave Thomas. I'm like, wait, Ian Thomas? Is he doing blues? Because he's old. He could be doing blues, but it's not.
Yeah.
ADA flangers are crazy. Yeah, they are. They are.
Welcome, Fruitcake Tony and others rolling in.
What's up, Fruitcake?
Yeah, the prices on these pedals from Farm Pedals are a little pricey, but again, they're pretty much boutique.
I gotta stop. Now I want the jet flanger to go along with the flying pan phaser. God, that's like a whole pedal board just for those two pedals because they're both that big ass enclosure size. Well, boosted with an OG Big Muck nozzle, so you got like a pedal board that's 20 feet long. It's got 6 pedals on it. Yeah. Anywho's, any more questions, folks? Actually, I had a few good questions this show. I appreciate it.
Yeah, awesome.
Haven't they done a tune together, Dave and Ian Thomas? Well, Ian Thomas largely did the soundtrack for the Strange Brew movie.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I don't know of if Dave actually ever joined Ian on a song. I just know that they're brothers, which, oddly enough, you'd think that they would at one point in time.
Depends on how musical Dave is.
Yeah, he's sung some stuff, I think, on SCTV.
I recall Rick Moranis singing. I don't recall Dave singing. That's why I asked.
Yeah, well, like I said, he didn't sing a lot.
Sort of like myself and Cousin Doug, you know. One of us got some music talent, and the other's Cousin Doug. Hey, Josh. Right. Oh, well, now we understand why you got the deal last night, I think. Because we know Josh got the Blues Junior. It's got a hissy hum, no matter the settings on the amp. Any new tubes? Reseat the tubes. Make sure they're fully seated. Try a different outlet, just in case.
I will concur with what Ben said with that because I noticed that downstairs.
I have not yet,
Charles. The same issue. I bought a power bar that had an additional grounding circuit in it, and the hum went away from a lot of my amps.
All right. We got another question. Stephen Douglas asks, recommendations for a mini-sized octave pedal besides the Summon Up. Mini Pog?
Yeah.
Although I don't really care for either. Because they're both polyphonic. Aaron, he's like, why do you not like polyphonic? I don't like polyphonic. I don't. But who else makes an octave? See, it's easy to find the octave down, right? It's easy to find octave ups. There's lots of those. Yeah. Because all you have to do is dial out the fuzz on all the fuzz octaves and shit. I'll go with Mini Pog.
Yeah.
Mini Pog's standard MXR size.
I don't think the Digitech drop is mini. Square. And I'm not sure about the Pitchfork, but the Pitchfork is an option.
Okay. I like these.
Yeah, I think there's also some low-end makers like Cool Wave or...
You might be able to find one on the Jungle website.
Yeah.
But probably won't track. It'll probably track worse than my DoD Octave, which does tracking. What's that? That's what it does. Unless you play single note, and then it's glitchy. But that's kind of why I like it. Behringer, thank you, Scott Brockway. The Mutron Octaver Plus copy. There we go. Octavider. That's Octavider. Ooh, Octavider. Sounds kind of cool. I might have to check one of them out myself. Come to think of it. Damn it, Terry, I'm spending more money. Oh, mini meaning EP booster size. Oh, okay.
That's
Jungle
what I was
website.
saying.
Yeah, you're looking at Jungle website then for that stuff.
You're looking at basically the copy brands.
Yeah. It does octave down and up, yeah.
Hey, Milk Tea.
What's up, Milk?
TCE Brainwaves.
I'm not aware of that one. I have limited recognition of a lot of TC stuff. I know some of the benchmarks and the stalwarts, but not all. Right, I'm drinking grape pop tonight. I was totally expecting root beer, and I went, right, that's great. Wow. For some reason, I was thinking I had a root beer on the go.
Well, Ben, again, use your famous line now. Due to certain lifestyle choices.
Certain lifestyle choices. Sometimes you forget what you're drinking. You try and make some again, a lot smaller, but they're $300, right?
Yeah, that's just it. And then there's that point too that Scott makes. You know, are we talking about an octave, an independent octave pedal that does octave up or down, or are we talking about octave that actually is included in like a fuzz or something?
Just straight octave. Unless someone asks for a fuzz octave, for me, I figure it's straight octave. Because that's the way I am. Like if I'm putting an octave pedal on my board, it's an octave pedal. It's there for one reason. So that's me. And since I run the show, I make the rules. Hey, look at that. 48 people watching, 48 minutes in. Nice. Does that mean one person's going to drop off? Or no, maybe one person will join in for the rest of the show every minute? That'd be nice.
Okay. Actually,
yeah, no fuzz. Yeah. If you want a polyphonic, get a pog. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Black makes a mini octave. And Mr. Black is making pedals again. I know that. Ow.
With a
my hip.
search of the Jungle website, there is a Sang Me Octave Mini. For
that sounds reputable.
A Quadi Pure Octave for 86.
Sure. Probably the exact same circuit board inside, just different enclosure.
Sonicake Octave. I'm not sure if that's up or down, but it's $48. 3.
Up, down, and dry, probably. It does all.
Donner octave guitar pedal, which actually has a toggle octave pedal, pitch shifter, 7 shift type, 3-tone mode, sharp flat detune.
There we go. All right. Got another question. Josh asks, because I'm guessing he tried reseating the tubes and different outlets, and he still got the sound with the Blues Junior. Ben, favorite tubes for a Fender amp? Sylvanias, but you can't get them. So, you know what? I just power tubes. That's a good question because I haven't really dabbled into tubes too much. Like they're like light bulbs to me. I replace them when I need to, and based on where I am, because I'm not going to order tubes online, I just go over to the local Evil Empire. And what did I buy for that thing? JJ's? A JJ? Yeah, it worked. I actually liked it because the amp now gets quieter before you have that jump. Mm-hmm. Or, it jumps quieter. You know what I mean, Terry? Like every amp, or anybody watching, you know, it was like quiet, quiet, quiet. Oh, there it is. You know, well, the oh, there it is isn't so. Oh, there it is. It's like, oh, there it is, and then you can dial into the oh, there it is level of volume. So I don't know if it brought that down because it just had a cheap China. The tube I took out of it, literally all it said on it, Terry, China. They didn't even put made in. Nope, just China. I'm like, well, really, Terry. Does it matter if it says China or made in China to you? The results that you're like, oh, okay, you know, it's just that's all you have. But China, yeah, I'm like, all right, you know. So I don't know what that generic tube was, but yeah, I would go with go with some JJs. Why not? They're easy to find. They're cheap.
My case.
For the guy with power-related issues, make sure the outlets aren't on dimmers. Very common oversight for residential players. Good call, Modern Vintage. Yes. And if you do use lights on a dimmer, Terry, make sure you use light bulbs that are okay to be dimmed. Because not all light bulbs can be dimmed.
Yeah, sure enough.
Just saying.
If they're only kind of designed to run.
I make a point of always buying... Oh, wait, do I even have any dimmable lights? Because I think I usually always buy dimmable just to be on the safe side. Oh, yeah, the dining room. It's got but he uses different light bulbs anyways. It's got little, like, pretend candle bulbs or something, you know.
Oh, yeah.
One of those situations. I don't know. I only look at it when lights are out. All right, so there we are. Michael Chris also mentioned Banana affects Abracadabra for an insane mini octave effect. There we are. All right. Dimmers are awful, Scott Brockway says. Oh, it's an attenuator for your amp. Yeah, just plug into a dimmer outlet, Terry. That's an attenuator for your amp. Honest.
That'd be a way to probably try to generate that sputtering guitar sound.
I think Dave from Dave's World of Fun Stuff was talking about that. Like, they were at a bar, you know, and back in the day when you would play, like, for 5 days, you know, you could rehearse during the day and then you perform that night. And turned out the whole PA, like the whole stage setup was on a dimmer and tied in with the lights. When they dimmed down lights during the day, they were playing at like half volume, just starving the amps. Jesus. Surprised they didn't die.
Yeah, I was going to say my tube choice is tongue salt.
Flip says, weed is my dimmer switch. Yeah. Billy also says, my wife says I'm a dim bulb. No, you're just low wattage, Billy. You're just low wattage. Energy efficient.
Troll75 asked, thinking of building a Strat, recommendations on HSS pickups.
Oh, what? Hang on. Where? Oh, there it is. Think about building a Strat, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, it's a Strat. He just typed it. So I just read
So an HSS Strat.
And in my thought, you could go and buck the norm. You could actually do a lace sensor, single, dual red. So dual red humbucker in the bridge, and then your colors of choice in the neck and middle.
No, I think Charles needs to do his 80s Super Studio Special, which is 3 S's. Hooper Studio Special. And go with a single hum EMG set, Terry. That's what I would say.
Again, another bucket.
I did not get the barbecue yet, Scott. Think about it. Although I may end up with a delay pedal instead.
You'll just have to use that to barbecue, that's all.
That's the other thing you do, yes. Try to free up the circuit. Make sure all the power's going to it.
Yeah.
But first thing I do is just reseat the tubes. But it sounds like you'd probably have a bad preamp tube. I'd replace just the first tube first and then go from there. Because first tube does most of the work.
Scott Brockway, actually, you're not the only one to share that view of the...
He likes the 64 Eric Johnson single coils. Yep. I like the 63s myself. They're close but different. I'd say for Charles, the EMG set would, because he doesn't have an EMG set, Terry. Again,
Yeah.
I think you should have one EMG based guitar in your collection, or an active pickup guitar in the collection. Just saying. Or if we're gonna go passive, then basically like my Kramer, Duncan JB, for a Super Strat, is like you can't go wrong with, in my opinion. It's great for that rock and roll tone. And then, I don't know, a couple Strat pickups. I don't know, throw whatever in. You're not going to use them. They're there.
Billy Baloney EMGs. Yuck.
I kind of like them in my telly.
So I was just gonna say, I guess he's gonna have to argue with his dad, with your dad, about EMGs. Then
We've still been threatening. Unbelievable really has been waving the flag for. He wants to do an exclusive, probably on a Zoom call, where my dad will just raid or roast your rig.
I could just see that. Well, there's your first problem right there. You got a whole bunch of those stomp on the floor things.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, we're going to do is unplug from that and go directly into the amp. All right. Now, is your amp a Fender Silverface? No? Well, there's your next problem. Get rid of that. All right. What's the guitar you're plugging in? Oh, I have this. Well, that's not a Telecaster. Get rid of that. Boner jams. He's got EMGs in his Jim Root Jazzmaster. Like, hey, Boner, did you see the new Jim Root Charvels?
Yeah.
Pretty snazzy. I'm just saying.
Six-string Brian. Who's, again, posting some awesome photographs.
Right.
Brian is just such an amazing photographer.
He has all the talent in that department.
Yeah.
Gear Junkie says, great idea. Again, I have no idea what the idea. Oh, well, probably dad rating or roasting. Yeah. Yeah, that's a no filter situation. Think of it, Terry. He barely behaves on a public call. Can you imagine? At some point, it'd be like, you're all fucked. And they'll just get up and walk away. Billy Baloney says, when I saw Mike Campbell last week, the whole back line was Fender. Nice. Really? No Voxes. Interesting. Modern Vintage. So true about having a guitar with active pickups. In some ways, it can feel inspiring and getting his new amp or repel. Yeah, exactly. It's just it's a different flavor.
No.
Scott Brockway says, I decided I don't like the Duncan distortion in the bridge of my Washburn. What should I replace it with? I have a JB in the neck, which I like. All right.
You could always put it in the bridge.
Yeah, but is it a JB neck pickup? I don't know if you want to.
Yeah.
Well, then again,
that's what I was saying.
Actually,
I've heard people do that.
Terry, that's a smart idea because it's a little darker and it offsets that 1 meg pot. Just saying. Good question. Good question. Let me think on that.
You said it's a JB bridge in the neck.
Oh,
well,
no.
if it's a JB bridge in the neck.
Good God. He does not want any darkness to his tone. My God.
Maybe that's why he put it in the neck.
I was like, I want to see his amp settings. Is it like bass on 10 and the mids and treble on 1? Like, I don't understand. Like, so bright. He likes it so bright. He must have such a subtle touch, dude. I gotta hear him play. Put up some videos, please, of playing, because I gotta hear that.
I thought Scott did actually post a video recently of him playing something.
I need to hear a bunch. I gotta understand the situation. Explain it to me. I need a demonstrational, instructional video explaining on it.
Josh Tanberg says he keeps one guitar for a set of SD blackouts. Is that before they're boosted or before they're cut? Because I know when Steve from Boston had a set, he said that was his biggest issue, was that they were too gainy.
Awesome, Scott. Only dogs can hear it. No, I was going to say, what about one of the Pariah pickups, one of the Pasadenas? I think that would be a good pickup, Scott. What you think on that?
Yeah.
Pasadena and then a color. Insert color here. DiMarzio Tone Zone. Very nice.
Yeah, it's again, like I said, that's the issue. Is there's so many pickups out there to choose from. And again, going for the style of what you want to play as well, too.
Christopher mentions Pasadena Black. There we are.
Yeah.
Unbelievable says, I'm thinking of having Fishman Devin Townsend's signature pickups in one of my Les Paul Menaces. Menacei?
Ooh.
Is that the plural of Menaces? Menacei? Should I send to Ben for
negative.
the installation?
That's definitely a negative.
Wait. No. Yes. Sure. You know why, Terry?
Then you get
Fishman stuff's all plug and play.
Yeah, true.
Done. Yeah. There's no burnt fingers.
Unless you plug something in the wrong way.
Well, no, there will be the burnt fingers because if it's a Lester Pulfus of some kind, it's probably got some kind of Lester Pulfus pickups and wiring in it, which a fella might just save on that, Terry, and install it into one of his non-Lester Pulfus guitars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Aha. He wants the parts back. Oh, no. Okay, Scott doesn't like DiMarzio's. He's thinking maybe a Pearly Gates. Well,
that's a pretty solid choice.
I'm still thinking of the Pasadena.
Pearly Gator, especially if you're wanting a 59 with extra
snot.
Yeah.
Ooh, that yep. What's up, Blackjack Guitar?
Hey, Blackjack.
It does, Billy.
Yeah, exactly.
Does fella have any of that Pasadena white? Bass at 4, mids at about 6, treble at 7.
That's kind of weird.
I got to hear this. No, I have no problem. I used to run. That's pretty standard for a lot of amps. I've run that setting myself on many an amp, so I get that. I could probably plug right into Scott's amp.
Yeah. In
now,
my case,
I don't know if I can do it playing Scott's guitar into Scott's amp. I can plug one of my guitars into Scott's amp.
It's funny. Out of all the years that I've played guitar off and on, all my amp settings have pretty much always primarily been straight up noon. Other than gain and master volume.
I'll do that quite often and then adjust the taste if I'm playing directly through the amp, but I know the leanings of this amp. It likes to have the high ends turned up a bit more. What's up, Big Hoss?
Oh, there you go. Maybe Haas can give some insight and thoughts to us.
Yeah, Scott Brockway is pulling out was a Duncan distortion out of his Washburn. He was thinking of a pickup replacement idea. He's got a JB in the neck. So what should we put in the bridge? He was leaning towards a Pearly Gates. I mentioned a Pasadena pickup by Pariah. Not sure which color. Because I like thick tone and my guitar is loud and bright, but not spiky bright. Yep, exactly. I get it.
And
so we're thinking on a pickup for him. And he doesn't like DiMarzio pickups for some reason. That's fine. That's more for the rest of us, Terry. That's whenever someone says, "Oh, I don't care for this," I'm like, "That's more for us." That's fine.
Trying to think.
Bare Knuckle Mule. Good call, Mr. Anderson.
Hello, Mr. Anderson.
Randy Upchurch says, my active guitar is a Fender Powerhouse Strat, similar specs to a Clapton Strat. Nice. One of these times I'll finish my Clapton idea. which is convert my Strat to a Clapton Strat. Got all the parts and pieces, just got together. So Haas says, I have both the Pasadena white and the black. They're really great. Similar sound. Tone-wise, the black is slightly higher output is all. They're Van Halen voiced.
Yeah.
Which there's nothing wrong with that. So I'd go with the black. Pasadena black. I know we're talking the pickup for Scott Brockway, Ryan. Charles gets EMGs. He's stuck with EMGs.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. There's the other lines of the Seymour Duncans, like the Antiquities, if you wanted that old school kind of vibe, but also the Custom is also, I heard, is also a very good pickup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good question. Good questions indeed. Lots of good questions tonight. No active for me. No, exactly. Yeah. Charles is like, thanks. Yeah. Well, nice thing, Charles, I think they do a solderless kit too. He's like, I can solder. Shut up.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Speaking of soldering, Terry, fun fact. I put a mission on to Martin, our wiring guru friend. He knows all the wiring specs. Martin of L&M Guitar Corner is premiering this Thursday at some time. I don't know when. He said in the afternoon, could be morning, because he could be talking local time for him. He did up, you take a Lester Palfus style guitar with 4 knobs, but you do Gretsch wiring, which is like a master volume, 2 pickup volumes, and then a master tone.
Yeah.
All in that area. So he's got that finally edited. Yeah. He spliced it. That's what I'm saying. And that'll be out this Thursday. So everyone should check that out.
Well, Robert Ranford said the same thing. I was just about to mention the antiques.
Oh, I see. Ryan's multitasking. He's got a fork in one hand and thumbing out the comments with the other. Or you're using voice to text and talking with your mouth full. You got easy. If that's okay. If you got you want to have an OtterBox, if you're going to do that, Terry, if you're going to eat and voice to text, because there can be food.
Yeah.
See, this
Imagine
way,
that if it actually translated you chewing.
Yeah.
Munch, 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 munch. Josh Tanberg also brings up another valid option, a used 57. And I was going to mention or a 61, if you don't mind being stuck. Well, they do have covered 61s, but
yeah, you can throw covers on pickups, easy enough. Scott can throw a cover on a pickup. There we go. Yep. I'm not going to say all that. Just read Simon's comment and carry on accordingly. If you haven't already seen it, check it out. Oh, excuse. Oh, that was grapey.
Yeah, I've heard that's why his pickups are so expensive, because he's actually very hands-on with it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Same thing with when I was looking at wide range humbuckers. It was the same thing. He actually kind of semi-broke down what he does to actually build it. And then you go and you look at the price, and it's like almost $300 a piece. And it's like,
yeah, but I'm sure, like anything else, you get what you pay for. You know, it's like pedals, which apparently people are wang chunging with LPD pedals now. That's good to know.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It's like dance all days. I was thinking of Thornbucker Plus, possibly Scott, or his new one. Was the new Alnico 2? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, it's like I just said like a bit ago. that's the inherent problem. To me, the pickup market is too flooded with, low end and high end that it really is like going down a big, massive rabbit hole when you're trying to figure out just like even
That's fine.
one pickup.
I like it. Yeah, I'm the opposite because it's still nothing on the sheer volume of fuzz pedals on the market.
Yeah.
For every PAF style humbucker on the market, there's probably 1,000 fuzzes, it seems.
And that's another option as well too, Scott, is you could do a magnet swap. There has been, I think, one YouTube video where the user actually did two
Simon?
different types of magnets.
I love my 87 too, Simon. There's Brother Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Get a mule if you want a total PF. Sir Pete Thornbucker if you need real single coil output levels when split. Also a good humbucker. There we are. Awesome, Tom. Thank you. What else we got in there? So the pickups have been in Scott's guitar for 30 years. You're old, Scott. How many overdrives are being produced today? Pretty much all of them. I say pretty much because certain companies have gone out of business, but pretty much all of them. Or reissues thereof.
In types, the only type of overdrive pedal I don't think it isn't actually made a whole lot, though, is, I think, the blues bucker. Like
Blues breaker?
Blues breaker, I mean. Sorry.
Yeah. True.
Everything
we're
is
going the other way.
tube screamer, clon.
So many tube screamers, so many clones, so many blues drivers.
Yeah.
Then we're getting into rats. And then, oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Tom has another kind of plus for the meal set. He has a set in his neck, Steve Stevens.
Mm-hmm. That's a sweet guitar.
Yeah. Just imagine that guitar with his new released Friedman amp. Maybe I shouldn't say that, or else Tom might have to go and look for one.
Good question. Ooh, good question indeed. Well, we'll go a little while longer here.
Oh, wow. Time's really fast.
Yeah, I know. We've
That's awesome.
Blasted through an hour. To recap, found another dremel while cleaning the studio today. So that's fine. And we got gotta get up. See, to recap, Terry, involves me getting up and stretching my hip out. You see, so a fella can keep going for another 10 minutes on the show or something. Anywho's, what's it called? Kenora, right? Kenora. Classic. So, yeah. Anyways, $40 at the pawn shop, and it's worth at least $53, I'd say.
Yeah.
53.
Like I said, like looking at it physically, it doesn't have like really many big dings in it.
No, there's no major. It's got the telltale crack right down the entire fretboard where it meets the neck.
Oh.
Just on one side. Yeah, no real. It's like it's got a few of these, but nothing too deep. It's just a handful. It looks like someone used a pick on it once. That didn't know what they were doing. Thanks, Simon. And got to restring it, so it has all the strings. Made in Japan. I don't know. I'm gonna say 70s. I don't think 80s. 70s, just based off the decalant side. I don't know if you.
Yeah. You could say it's like a Yamaha. It's got a red label. It means it's a premium product.
Yeah, it's an old school. You can tell it's the same label from the 60s, but I don't think this is old enough to be the 60s. Just because it's not checked at all. It's got Yeah, it's just got normal. The amount of worming would just be from being placed on something that was a little rough at times, but definitely not abused. That's for sure. Like, definitely a closet queen, and it's probably just stuff rubbing up against it. Even clothing or something.
Tom answered Michael Krause, who said they need more pedals that emulate orange and Vox amp sounds. And Tom said that, yeah, Universal Audio just launched the Vox 30. And isn't one of Lawrence's pedals a Vox?
Yeah. The Hayseed.
Yeah.
Or the Luster. The Luster, you called it. But it's out of print now, or whatever they call it. Out of production. That's the word. Out of print. It's not a comic book. There we go. We can lean it against this chair here, and it won't nick the neck because I'm using the Dremel power cord as a buffer. Sure, that seems
And Robert,
safe.
he did say it was $40 he got it for. Canadian, which means actually he would have got it for 28 US. Due to the US to Canada conversion of like 25 to 35%.
I get what Scott's saying about not going for the ed tone. It's surprising though, leaning that way though, Scott, it does give you that kind of rockin' tone. You just kind of gets you in that area. That's what I found, at least. I have not been playing anything close to Van Halen lately. Well, no, that's not. I was playing Secrets the other day. That's true. You need 12-string for that song, though.
That's right, Jersey. That's right. EVH had a power drill. Ben had a Dremel.
I gotta figure out how to turn it on, or just plug it in, see what happens. Oh, no doubt, Josh. Working at a pawn shop? That'd be awesome. I'd have so much gear. Oh my god, I have so much crappy gear too. A lot of crappy gear, Terry. But on the other hand, you got a place where you can sell it back. Easy enough. Get out from under it.
As long as you're willing to take 25%.
Exactly. But you're getting a deal in the first place when you're buying it used from it. Staff discount, hopefully. Or if the pawn shop's like, no, we don't want to take it in. You're like, but I will. At this price.
Actually, I still remember the one guy, the one pawn shop. He sold it off, and basically the person brings it back later, and he says to me, he said, listen, dude, I paid 25% of that, and I sold it to you at 50. What makes you think I'm going to give you 25% back for something I already had? I'm like, oh.
Ooh, scored an early Charvel, brand new Gretsch, and a decent Marshall. Nice.
Wow.
Scott Brockway worked at a music store pawn shop, and they wouldn't let him buy the stock. That sucks.
Huh. You can't do private
No, you can't do private buys, but you can do see you tomorrow. And we'll hang out and not discuss that item.
Yeah, kind of like, okay, I'll tag it, and I'll just put it over here, and I'll be in early tomorrow.
Put it this way, I've bought from and sold to music equipment to multiple store employees that did not go through the store. You know what I mean? Like, if you worked at the music store, Terry, you're like, I'd be like, hey, Terry, can I get that, distortion pedal off? You're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, when are you working next? I'll just pop in the store. And it's like, we go out to the car and you'd give it to me or whatever. You wouldn't bring it into the store, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See you in the parking lot deals. Exactly. Yeah. Parking lot.
Michael Krause, I have too much affordable gear. How did I wind up with 3 Squire 51s?
You're talking to a guy that has a shelf with 50 pedals on it that he's not using or will ever use again, Michael. I understand that. I understand that quite well.
Man, how many, power strip things would you need, or pedal power supplies would you need to run all your pedals?
Well, usually they power 8 apiece, so I'd need 15.
That's crazy, especially if you went like a higher tier. So like that would be like almost $1,000 in like power supplies.
Uh,
But it's
$700 on the Jungle website.
yeah,
But still. And the cables. Oh my god, the patch cable. That's where it kills you. They're
yeah,
like $5 a piece.
yeah.
Right? And you need over 100 of them. Yeah, there's another 500-600 bucks. Go to the music store. I'll take your entire inventory of patch cables. You're like, do you have more in the back? Do you have more in the back? Do you have more in the back?
Well, Michael Kress mentions the Ryan Burke thing, like where he hooked up all the reverbs, and I remember, like he said, well, I didn't buy all the supplies. He goes, I just bought the one adapter that had the 5 plugs in line,
Right.
and it worked.
Gig grade stuff it's so good. Expensive, but so good. Yeah, you can get the Jungle website patch cables too. Well, you get the ones with the molded ends. Like, I think they're still, like, to this day, $2 or $3 at the music store. And they've been that for 20 years.
Yeah, I think you can get like a 10 pack of them for like $7 or $8. Yeah, those.
And they got all the flavors in them, variety pack, so you can get all different colors, shapes, and flavors. Well, not different shapes, all the flavors. And these things last until they don't. And no warning. And they could be in the middle of your pedal board. You're like, how did that fail? It's not even moving. It's isolated. Doesn't matter.
But at least you can plug them in, not like the ones like those nice flat top ones and that.
Easy. That's a load bearing one. Yeah. Terry's talking about like these. Yeah, the nice thing about these though is if it breaks, you can just couple of screws, snip. Huh?
Yep.
That's why I bought these just for these connectors. Because you figure 130-foot guitar cable. How many patch cables can you make out of a 30-foot guitar cable?
Scott Rockway says, didn't I send you a bunch of Fender patch cables? Yeah, I believe he did.
And they're all being used. Velocity down there. Yep. They're being used. Let's see. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4. I see 11 of them on the board, so I assume that's how many you sent me. Because I see a couple of MXRs on there, but some of those are after the facts and such. Because there's pedals coming off the board, Terry, is what I'm saying. The pedal board extends out past it's overflowing. It's kind of like you normally wear a large, and here's a small t-shirt.
Yeah.
There's going to be overflowing, is what I'm saying. Especially if you're wearing hip hugger jeans, along with the extra small shirt. I'm saying overflow.
Yeah, that's when you don't want to be too much heavier than normal.
Ooh, excuse me. So on that note, do we have any last-minute questions, comments, or concerns? Hosa makes nice patch cables for cheap. Some people like Hosa, some people don't. I don't know why.
Well, I do think Hosa offers a lot of stuff, and do think it's cool that they support certain individuals. They don't support other individuals very well.
Well, there we are. When you can't afford more patch cables, you have too much on your board. Right. That's why you always have a budget for patch cables.
No, that's a valid point, Billy.
I think we covered everything tonight.
Yeah.
What do I got coming up this week? Oh, I can preview by going over to the content tab here of my channel, Terry. That's how I can do it. Coming up this week for videos, let me just look. Apparently, mango flavored beverage of the week.
Nice.
There we are. And like say, doing some fret work on the classical looks like will be probably Friday's video. There will be an exclusive video out tomorrow for channel members and patrons. So yeah, that'll be out. It's one of those. Yeah. So glad everyone enjoyed the show. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. Again, if you're new, please subscribe. Leave a thumbs up if you haven't already. I think last count we had 42 people watching and 42 thumbs up, so that's pretty cool. Robert loves the mangoes. Well, get to Jeanette likes mango. Good. Well, we'll find out on Wednesday if I like mango.
Or just to throw in there, why not even become a channel member? It actually is only the cup of coffee a month.
Yep.
That's it. For the low-end membership.
That's it. Well, you get to go back to the start. All kinds of stuff covered tonight, Paul. All kinds of stuff. You're welcome, Haas. You're welcome, Charles. NAS Canucks tomorrow night. Self Cousin Doug in 23 hours, in 3 minutes from now. But well, Rody, what's up? We're going to be recapping race 1 of the playoffs for the Cup Series, second to the last race of the season in the IndyCar Series, and man, they got to be close to playoffs now for the Xfinity Series. I don't know what's going on there. So that'll be fun. And then, like I say, pops and stuff. Oh, and the Zoom. We're doing the Zoom hang for the members and the patrons on Sunday, 1 p.m. to recap.
Sunday?
Saturday. Sunday. Not Sunday. Never Sunday.
That's why I thought it was Saturday.
Saturday in the park. The weather's nice. It'll feel like the 4th of July. And if the weather's not nice, it'll feel like the 4th of November. November rain. No. Anyways, everyone, he's been Terry. I've been Ben. You've been you. Shout out Fruitcake Tony. Check out his channel. Check out Terry's channel. Check out Simon Hosford's channel. Check out Charles 75 N's channel.
Yep.
Check out Stompbox Steels online for a great website database on pedals. And subscribe to Scott Brockway because he's going to put out more videos of him playing. And demoing the pedals that come across his head. Yeah. And then he's going to bitch at me. I hate editing. I know you do, buddy. We all do. So, on that note, all those doors open, let Doug's wife in ahead of you in traffic because she's real. Be good to each other. Be well. And, he didn't have to stay up as late tonight.
See ya, Dale.
Don't let her.